Away from the north, there is growing controversy in Nigeria's southwest, where Muslim leaders are calling for the creation of Islamic courts known as Sharia courts. The Sharia courts operate separately from Nigeria's civil court system, but Christian leaders in the region say this is a step toward religious domination and could threaten the country's fragile religious balance. Our correspondent Ebere Inyama has the story.
Christians in southwestern Nigeria are pushing back against calls by Muslim groups to establish Sharia courts in the region, courts that enforce Islamic religious law. A 5-year study led by the University of Birmingham found that Christians make up over 64% of the region's population, while Muslims account for about 35%. Despite being the minority in the southwest, some Muslim organizations are demanding Islamic religious courts, a proposal that Christian leaders say would open the door to religious domination. 2 Muslim advocacy groups, Concerned Yoruba Muslim Scholars and the Supreme Council for Shariah in Nigeria, publicly urge political leaders to approve the creation of these courts. Veteran journalist Eze Adiuku warns that introducing Sharia courts in a religiously diverse region would fuel unrest.
Does it mean that if as a Buddhist or as a Hinduist, that means we have the right to also agitate to have courts that will adjudicate based on Hinduism or Buddhism or Christianity as it were? It's a recipe for anarchy, it's a recipe for confusion, it's a recipe for crisis.
Earlier this year, Bishop Wilfred Anagbe of Makurdi Diocese told U.S. lawmakers that there's a larger agenda to Islamize Nigeria and the federal government is complicit.
The Islamic agenda to homogenize the population has been implemented over several presidencies through a strategy to reduce and eventually eliminate the Christian identity of half of the population. This strategy includes both violent and non-violent actions, such as the exclusion of Christians from positions of power and adoption of such church members, the raping of women, the killing and exploitation of Christians, the destruction of churches and farmlands of Christian farmers, followed by the occupation of such lands by the Fulani herders, and also changing the names of these villages.
And during a February sermon, Pastor Femi Emmanuel echoed a similar warning.
The only reason they have not pronounced Nigeria a Sharia nation, just one reason. They have not fully captured Southwest. And you have heard in the last few days, the Sharia fire in Southwest. Backed up from the Sultanate, an agenda is going on to Islamize this country. And it's not a hidden fact. To the outside world, Nigeria is a Muslim nation. Nigerian constitution is a Muslim constitution.
While Christian groups have firmly rejected the calls for Sharia courts, the final decision lies with lawmakers in each southwestern state.